I write raps, and when brothers bite, I clap, cause they stuff sound better now. You done let me down, because I thought you would be dope, but instead, you're dead. It gets fed to the alligators lurking in the moat. You peep what I wrote, you bit so hard, I thought this was a quote. Whoo, casual, what's going on, great people? Day 56, releasing mediocrity. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing. Appreciate it all. Day 56. Man, today I want to talk about, I was going to talk about a relationship issue. I promised y'all I was going to talk about a relationship issue. But something else came up that took precedence. So I want to talk about that. Look, there's an issue with people who are overly metamucil. Now, I think I told y'all a few videos, you know, metamucil means you just too deep, right? Now, I didn't coin this. This came from Keenan Ivory Wayans and Damon Wayans in one of their skits when Damon Wayans was playing the inmate, and he was talking, you know, all that gibberish, and because he's supposed to educate himself, and so in the skit, Keenan Ivory Wayans was like, man, you metamucil. And I mean, I just died when I heard that. So I did not create metamucil. I got it from that. So that's for the trolls. Anyway, the overly metamucil people. Now people, I used to be metamucil. I used to be super metamucil. Shout out to my man Zoe. We used to have a rap group called the Abattoir Mystics. Now, we would talk about stuff that nobody else was talking about. It was kind of along the lines of hip hop artists by the name of Killer Priest, right? So we're talking about how to calculate the weight of an open flame. Now, today that sounds silly to me because like, what difference does it make? It's not going to enhance my life any to know that, you know. I'm not a scientist. So anyway, we used to do all this, you know, super existential, you know, hip hop rhyming and all this and that, right? So over time, I began to calm it down, right? And I was like, okay, this is not practical. It's not enhancing my life unless I'm going to become a scientist. I have no desire to be a scientist, so therefore, I don't need to know all this stuff, right? So, brings me to my point, right? Now, it's nothing wrong with studying astrology and metaphysics and all that. Hey, all that has a place in the world because if it didn't, it wouldn't be here. But when you go off the deep end and you get super metamucil with it, that's when it becomes an issue. When people are overly metamucil, you gotta pay attention to their results. When people are telling you, oh man, I'm gonna wait for the new moon for this to happen. I'm gonna wait for Mercury retrograde to pass through so I can do this. I'm gonna wait until the sun solstice comes in so I can do this. Overly metamucil. People, I gave y'all the formula to how to get things in your life. You can't wait on the moon. The moon doesn't care about you. You know what I'm saying? The moon is doing its job. It can't do your job for you. You can't wait on the summer solstice or the winter solstice or the equinox and all that. None of that matters about you. It's about your habits. It's about your behaviors. It's about your patterns. And those things are what are creating for you, not the moon, not the sun, not the astrology. None of that is making your life better. You make your life better. Once again, I'm gonna give y'all the formula via the DOC. Nah, but the formula is our emotions control our energy and our thinking. Our thinking controls our actions. Our actions dictate our results. It's that simple. It's not gonna change. And if you're not getting what you want, you don't have to wait on the sun. You don't have to wait for the new moon. You don't have to wait every 28 days for the moon to be in this particular position to say, I'm gonna pray to the moon. And I'm gonna give the moon all my prayers. It's the same thing like waiting for God. It's like, I'm gonna wait for God to do something for me. And I can only imagine, and this is nothing against God. I mean, everybody believe what they believe. But you just gonna wait for God to do something. You got everything that you need. You got your hands, you got your legs, you got a thinking mind, you got your ear, you got all your faculties. But you're gonna wait for God to do something. And then when nothing happened, oh, it just, God don't want me to have it now. No, you ain't doing nothing. Man, go out and make it happen for yourself, great people. Make it happen for yourself. Don't be Metamucil. Be practical. Be practical. Because I'm telling you, when you're practical, things start to happen. Like, I'm just gonna sit and say, yeah, you know, I'm gonna wait until God come down and he's just gonna make my physique the way I want it to look. I ain't gonna put 1 ounce of effort in the gym. That makes no sense. I gotta eat right if I want the body. I gotta sleep good if I want the body. And I gotta put in the proper exercise if I want the body, right? But some people are just those waiters. They believe in the Metamucil and it's all gonna manifest because, you know, this is gonna happen and I'm just being superfluous about everything. I mean, I even went, so I had heard some people talking about they were born in a certain year, so that makes them important. Like, man, how does that make you important if you're not doing anything? What makes you important is you make yourself important, not the year you were born. We living off a calendar that was created and concocted by somebody else. You can't go off of that, you know what I'm saying? Look, people, I'm about to shut this down because for real, this video is getting long. I ain't trying to beat up nobody who is Metamucil, but man, just be practical with your Metamucil. You know, if you like to study the sciences and stuff like that, that's cool. But be practical in your life, man. Use the formula to your benefit. Don't use it to your detriment. This your man, Soapbox Rhaq. Day 56, releasing mediocrity. We letting go all the Metamucil today. I'm not being Metamucil. I'm gonna check y'all out tomorrow on day 57 as we proceed to give you what you need. So check me out tomorrow, but always remember, continue to like, continue to share, continue to subscribe, continue to watch, continue to tell your people. I appreciate it all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Always remember too, good is good enough, but good is never great enough. And also face every apprehension repetitiously. I'm out of here, deuces.